single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey there, Cerise here. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Right now, I'm located on the north coast of the Dominican Republic in the province of Puerto Plata. There's Puerto Plata City over there. There's Los Cheramicos, where all those houses are. That's where I live. This is Sosua Bay. Right now, I'm located in a restaurant because I am going to interview my good friend Felipe, and it is about a topic that I know a lot of you guys are wondering about. Here's Felipe in the house. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. My gosh, I'm really excited, okay, to talk about this topic because this is a topic that a lot of my male viewers, female viewers, young people are talking about these days.
Yeah.
Forex and trading and cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
So I have a few questions for you. First of all, out the gate, I just want to define the difference between cryptocurrency. I have a couple of questions about it because I have a few coins that my son got me to invest in a couple of years ago. Now
That
they're
was a
just
good
sitting
idea.
there. I think it was. And it's just sitting there right now.
Okay.
However, the reason why I haven't gotten more serious into investing cryptocurrency is because I don't know what backs it up. Like, for instance, stock market, you have gold backing something up. You usually have a commodity backing something up. But I find that cryptocurrency is, what does it represent? What commodity does it represent?
Okay. Crypto work a little bit like Forex, like currencies. It's a currency. It's just a digital currency.
Okay.
So for Forex and crypto, you don't have as many information that you might have with stocks, because on stocks you can look how the company works.
Okay.
So if, for example, if you see that Microsoft or Apple is doing well, you might want to buy the stocks.
Okay.
Okay, and if you own those stocks and suddenly, for example, at the moment there is this virus, so that might affect Apple quite bad. So maybe when you have this information, if you have Apple, you might want to sell it now because
Okay.
of the virus. With Forex and crypto, you don't have those information, so it's more technical.
Okay.
You buy and sell Forex and crypto based on charts. So that's called technical analysis.
Okay.
When for stocks you also have the fundamental analysis, which is the balance sheet of the companies. So that makes it a bit different.
Okay.
So crypto and Forex, it's a bit more complicated because you have less information and you have to be better on technical analysis.
Okay. Okay. Now, I just want to go back to something you said now. If you have a little bit of inside information about a certain stock you have, you want to get rid of it so you don't
buy.
lose your money.
Sell
Or
or
buy.
buy. Yeah.
That was my question. Because I know some people where they're like, oh my gosh, let's buy this stock real cheap because we all know Microsoft's going to go back up. It's just a little virus, blah, blah, blah. And they'll just buy instead of sell. So good. That's what I wanted to ask you. What's better? I guess it's just better what's for your pocket. Right? Depends on the moment.
Well, the thing about trading, which is important to understand, is that on trading, it's always the same people who make money and always the same people who lose money, because it's something you have to learn. It's the same if you want to be and anything you have to learn. You know, you can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna be a trader like this, because that's how you will, of course, lose money.
Right.
But when you learn, when you practice, and when you know how it works, then you will always make money.
Now you teach people.
Yeah, I do.
What is it? How do you do it? Like, from when someone contacts you and they're like, hi, I'm interested in learning trading. How does it work after that?
Well, we have a talk because I want to know what they want to learn. If they're more interested in swing trading or day trading, things like this.
What's swing trading?
Swing trading is just when you follow a trend.
Okay.
And so that means that you will keep the stock for a few days or a few weeks until the trend reverses. But day trading is that you close all your positions at the end of the day.
Okay.
Okay,
So when the trading is done at the end of the day, you're done.
Yeah, and you close all your positions. So
Okay.
it's a bit different, but it's the same system. You know,
Right.
day trading you must be quicker.
Right. Okay. You have to be quicker. Okay. And so what you teach people all of this?
Yeah.
No, so they contact you, you talk to them, you figure out what's in their head, what they want to accomplish with the Forex, and then what do you do?
Yeah, actually, I've been a trader for many, many years. And one day, a friend of mine said, why don't you teach me? You know, so I said, okay, why not? And then I explained him how it worked. And then there was another guy coming, and that's how it started.
Okay.
And
are those guys still interested in making money in it, or?
yeah, most of them, they're still trading.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Okay.
And because, you know, it's very frustrating. Trading is very frustrating because, as I said, when you don't know how it works, you will always lose money.
Right.
But as soon as you start to understand how it works, that's when you make money.
That's
and then,
right.
then of course, you want to continue, you know?
Of course, yes. When you're saying that, what
Yeah.
brings to mind to me is the Spanish language.
Yeah,
I had
exactly.
to learn it. And then once I start understanding it, comprehending it, then I can not only make more business here, but it makes me feel more empowered as a human being that, okay, I got this now. And now I can deal with people on a more serious professional level.
Exactly.
So,
The problem with trading is very easy to do it because you just need a computer, you open an account, and then you can be a trader. And that's when you lose all your money.
right.
You know, it's not the same as if you want to be a doctor. You have to you can't just be a doctor like this. You have to learn, go to university. It's not the same. But trading is so you have access to trading in just 5 minutes, and then you go right into the disaster.
Right.
But when you know how it works and you understand, and then then it's a bit more like a game, and it's not frustrating anymore.
Right. You know, I remember I had a client that contacted me for an apartment here. Alex, shouts out to Alex, and Alex contacted me and he's like, "Hi Cerise, you know, I'd like to get an apartment from you because I'm coming down there for a course." And I said, "Oh, okay, that's great." Then he contacted me again and he's like, "Hi Cerise, I think you contacted me and you said to me, there's a client of mine that's coming down, a student of mine coming down, and he wants the apartment." I told him that
Alex,
you're
I had
safe.
him as a student.
Right, and he's like, "You're safe." You told him I'm safe. He can get an apartment from me, and he did end up coming down. And you know, he's a great guy.
Here.
He's still here.
Yeah.
He's still here. He got himself a girlfriend.
Exactly.
And he's living it up, and he is happy.
Yeah.
And so he came. So now your students, you require them to come down here to the Dominican Republic.
It's better.
It's better.
Yeah, it's better because I have to show, you know, many things, and of course it could be online, but it's more complicated because
Right.
you know, actually what I provide is a 12-hour course, but it's very intense.
Okay.
And because, you know, and so it's better if the person
It's
with
better
me,
if they're here
because we
because-
have to look at charts and talk and.
Yes, okay, and hands-on, you want to be hands-on with them. And plus, a lot of the people who are viewing this are people who are coming down here anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're coming down for a month, they don't know what they're going to do for
exactly.
the month, or 2 months or 3 months, they're coming down to retire.
Anyway.
You know,
anyway,
they're coming, my viewers, so they can just make a little detour and be like, "Hey, Felipe, like, I would like to learn about trading."
Right,
And I do know that a lot of my viewers are interested in that. I'm part of a few WhatsApp groups
Yeah.
where they send videos of like daily Bitcoins and everything, cryptocurrency and everything.
Sure.
So that's why I was like, we have to do this video. So people also want to have a side income. When they come down here, they have a pension. Let's say they're retiring.
Not all of them.
Not all of them
Most
have
of
a
them,
pension,
but
right?
some.
Yeah, but let's say they have a pension, they're coming down, and you know they have a little time on their hands, and they
Yeah.
do want to take this 12-hour intensive course
Exactly.
with you,
And
then
it
they
gives them
do.
something to do after.
It does,
Yeah.
and the internet is so available to them. They can go online. It gives them understanding.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, what is it that you will do with them in the 12 hours?
Well, I teach them everything they need to know to start
Okay.
trading.
Okay.
And I get everything ready in terms of software and everything. So after the 12 hours, normally they're ready to start trading.
Okay.
But I recommend to have training period
okay.
between the end of the course and when they start trading with their own money.
Yes.
So it's better to have a little bit of paper trading, which means virtual money, in
Right.
between, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, until they get comfortable with it, and then they can start trading with their own money.
Virtual trading.
Yeah,
So that's like
just a small training period.
right. So they're not investing money at that time.
No, just
Okay.
after the course is better to
Right.
have some training.
Some more training.
Yeah,
And, okay.
and then I see, and I
Right.
follow them.
Right.
And I see when I see them what they do, and then if they make mistakes and things, I say no, that's not.
You can correct them
Yeah,
and let them know exactly what would be more beneficial for them. Because a lot of people go into trading just with intuition, and they're like, "Oh, I got a good vibe that this is gonna do well," and then they think that is the secret behind it. But I heard that there's like ways that you can look at the red line, the green line at
There's a
the
lot of
end of the
things to know.
day. Little
And-
tips and tricks.
right, and a lot of things to combine.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
And so someone can come down here now. They can get an apartment from me. I can help
exactly,
them.
yeah.
And once they get the apartment, especially something economical too, if they're coming down here, there's some people that are watching this might be like, oh my gosh, 12 hours. I'm going to be there for 7 days. Like, they may not have enough time. How do you do it? Each day is how many hours?
It can be, the best is 6 times 2 hours,
Okay.
or 3 times 3 hours.
So,
Because
okay.
as I said, it's very intense.
Right.
So it's better to have 1 day and then 1 day off, and then people can
Process what they
process
learned.
with it, what they learned, have questions eventually, and then that's how it works.
So if someone's coming down for like 7 days, they can definitely do that 12 hours in
Of
7
course.
days.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Even 5 days. Kinda.
Better 7, but
Better 7.
Yeah.
I love the honesty because you're like, listen, if they're coming down, they gotta come down and have their head situated right.
Yeah.
Don't come down and force it, and then they make all mistakes. So that's awesome. Now let me ask you this as well. Once they start trading, are you always there for them?
yes, of
If-
course, of
yes,
course.
okay.
The reason why I start, as I said, it was a friend who asked me to teach him, but then, trading is nice, but you're always alone in front of a computer all day.
Right.
So for me, it's a good way as well to meet people. That's why I'm doing it as well,
Yes.
So most of the people I teach, they become friends, and we keep contact.
Ah, okay.
Also, I have many students that I'm still following. Sometimes they write me an email, say, "What do you think of that?" I say yes or no.
Okay.
I won't just let them go like this,
Beautiful.
because
Beautiful.
of course I want them to make money.
Right.
The first thing I want is that they don't lose money.
Awesome. Awesome. Right, because you're teaching them
Yeah.
not to just throw in
Exactly.
everything and
First thing
take that
is
plunge.
learn how not to lose money, and then
Right.
learn how to make money.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So that is an interesting technique. Learn how not to lose
Yeah.
money. I can't wait till my son sees this video because he's so much into the whole investing world,
Mm-hmm.
but he's more into the cryptocurrency side. The young cats these
But
days.
crypto or forex or stocks is
All the
exactly the
same.
same. It
Okay.
works the same.
Okay, so with the same system.
Yeah.
So my son, now let me ask you this. I was asking you before we came on camera about Bitcoin, and you were saying something positive about it
Yeah.
because it was negative last year, and not necessarily
It went too high too fast.
too high too
Yeah,
fast.
exactly. It's always
Okay.
dangerous when it's like that.
And then it came down.
It
It
came
crashed
down.
a little bit.
Yeah. No, it crashed a lot.
It did. It
From
crashed a lot.
20,000 to 3,500.
Ooh.
But it went too high too fast. That's the
Okay.
problem.
And now it's coming back up again.
It looks like it.
Yeah, nice and strong, or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Now there's different coins. I have Litecoin as well,
Mm-hmm.
and Ethereum.
Yeah.
They tend to fluctuate, but I think Ethereum pretty much stays the same. I've noticed.
Well, the biggest one is Bitcoin,
Bitcoin is the biggest
and
one.
I think that in the future there will be only one left or two,
Okay.
because there's too many. There's like 5,000.
There's 5,000. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's many.
And these are all miners. These are.
Yeah. But Bitcoin obviously will be the one at the end. Maybe
Okay.
Ethereum as well.
Ethereum as well,
Maybe.
yeah. Classic, maybe. Ethereum Classic
Yeah,
seems kind of
yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Seems to stabilize itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. My son also invested in one called Potcoin
Yeah.
with, what was his name? Rodman? I think has
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Acon, I think, has one called Acoin.
Yeah, there's so many.
So, okay, yeah.
There's so many.
So this is amazing. Now, when they contact you, is there a certain, can they come right away and take the course? Do they have to have a month's notice? How much
No,
notice?
the first thing I want to talk to them.
Okay.
Because, you know, which is very important, is you want to be a trader, then you have to be disciplined.
All right.
You can't just say, okay, I'm going to spend 5 minutes a day or no. It's a real job, you know. You have to
Yes.
be available. So I have to talk and see how if they will be disciplined, something like this.
Right.
And depending on what they're saying to me,
Yeah.
then I can adapt a little bit the course as well.
Okay.
You know.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
But
enough.
I don't want people to believe that, okay, they make money like this. No,
Right.
there's no miracle, you know.
That's
if you want to
right.
make money, it's going to take time. You have to learn, and then you have to be very disciplined.
That's right. Study the system, research,
Exactly.
and right. And I know a lot of people who are young guys, because some of them are war veterans, like military veterans, and they're coming down here, and you know they just want to live the rest of their days here.
Yeah.
That's it. And so for them to come down and do a little trading here
Exactly.
in the Dominican Republic is a dream come true. It's just gravy on their pension.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this has been such a great conversation, and I'm so. Is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah. I want to add something which some people don't know that, but on trading, when you buy a stock or whatever, you buy it from another person. You just buy it. You don't buy it to the markets. So that means that if you decide to buy a stock, for example Apple, because you think it's going up, if you buy it, you must buy it from someone who sells it. So that means that in trading there is always someone who's making the good decision and someone who is making the bad decision. Because if you buy Apple because you think it's going up, the person who sells it to you makes a mistake, you know, in case it goes up.
Right.
So that's why it's very important to learn, you know.
Right.
You know?
And to be able to get past that. My son shared a video with me on cryptocurrency about 2 years ago. And the guy said, do not invest any money that you're going to miss.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? He said, because then afterwards you just beat yourself up and then you feel stupid, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So only spend a little bit of money that you can actually say,
Exactly,
okay,
yeah.
I'm going to put that away and I'm going to invest that
Yeah,
for
yeah.
now. Right? I guess in the beginning. And then once you become more of a professional, kind of like what you said as well, do the virtual at first
Yeah.
and then do a little
Because
bit
you
of
know,
money.
you have a lot of things to understand and to combine.
Right.
So it takes a little bit of a training period to make everything together in your head,
Okay.
and then
Right.
you feel comfortable.
Right, exactly. I love that, you know. And there's a lot of money out there to be made with
Of course,
trading.
of course.
You know, that's where a lot of you're like, of course. Just get down here and take the course, guys.
No, of course. of course.
That's how it is.
But
I truly believe that there's so much. Sorry, go ahead.
no, it's important for people to understand that it's a real job. It's a
Yes.
full-time job.
It is.
It's not something you just go when you go on the beach, you know, with a tablet or something. No,
Right.
you have to be very disciplined, and then it works fine. You know,
Yes.
it's the same for everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, just to give you a little example, I know exactly what you mean because there is a guy that I met here named Mike, shouts out Mike from New York, and he carries his cell phone around and he's constantly checking that cell phone. And even when he was around people, it was like, look how much it went up here and there, and very, I would say, very focused.
Yeah, exactly.
All day long on that cell phone, and it only took him a second to pull it out and check stats and do all that stuff and then get back to his conversation. But you know, it was something that it was a big part of him.
Yeah, you must be focused on it.
Yeah, very focused he was. So yeah, and then the discipline that it takes nightly. He told me that there were nights when he would sit up and just study YouTube
yeah.
videos after YouTube, but then they get confusing as well because everyone has their own opinion as well. So it's nice to get taught, sit down, do a course, learn everything from the beginning, the basics.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and then once you have the basics, I think.
Then it's fine.
Right.
But it's the same for everything, you know.
Exactly.
Same for everything.
Exactly. Like back to Spanish, knowing the difference between the verbs and everything, you know, between necesito and necesitas,
Exactly.
right? I know now. Yo sé. Okay. Well, Felipe, thank you so much. You guys are in good hands with this gentleman. I've known
every single day.